Let's lock in chat. Let's lock in chat. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. What's the word, chat? What's the word, family? What's the word? Give me 1 second. Yeah. What's going on, family? What's the word? What's the word? Yeah. We are live. We are back, family. Full transparency, y'all. Full transparency. This is going to be a short stream today. My daughter has the doctor appointments that I gotta go to, so I'm definitely not gonna be here for too long. Only gonna be able to stay on here probably till like 9:30, maybe a little bit past that. But you guys know I still wanted to show up, show my face, talk about the news that just came out real quick, give you guys my thoughts, and then let you guys do your thizzle. But hopefully you guys are all doing phenomenal today, man. I see Antonio in the building. Mike, what's the word? Linda, Austin, good morning to you guys. That boy Austin already up 750. Come on now, Austin. Let's go. My brother Drew in the house. Julius, JJ, what's the word? Am I able to schedule my other? Absolutely, bro. That same link still works. Right, that same link absolutely works for sure. For sure. If you're due a one-on-one, family, I know I had a little issue with the Zoom link, to where the Zoom link that you guys were given is not the actual Zoom link that I'm able to jump on. So I've had a little issues with that. But definitely go ahead and schedule those one-on-ones, family, if you guys, got the link for that. All right, but let's see what else we got here. How was your run in the heat? It actually wasn't as bad because it wasn't that hot, right? It was like 78 degrees, 80 degrees when I started running. But honestly, y'all motivated me, because I'm gonna be honest, I would have zero intentions on really running yesterday, like zero intentions, right? But because y'all put me in check, I went and I hustled through. And the best thing about it is, I actually did my best so far in terms of consistency with running, right? Because running 2 miles is tough, bro. I can't run 2 miles non-stop. I mean, I could now because I just did it yesterday finally. But like running 2 miles non-stop, that was tough for me, right? That was tough. I would always have to take at least one little break where I just pause, put my hands above my head, breathe a little bit, and then get back to running 2 minutes later, right? But yesterday I ran the entire thing, the entire 2 miles non-stop. I felt good. I felt amazing. So you guys motivated me, was able to allowed me to actually go ahead and do that, man. So big shout out to all y'all for motivating me. I appreciate y'all for holding me accountable. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about, holding each other accountable at the end of the day, man. But what's going on, Jose? Free Zone Tyson, what's the word? Lambo Money, I see you in the building. What's up? What's up? Appreciate y'all for being here this morning, y'all. Kyrie in the house. Dom, what's the word? Good to see you, Dom. Daquan in the building. Esteban in the house. What's going on, family? Appreciate y'all all for being here. Appreciate y'all for showing up as usual. Nas still booming. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the news and we got a very interesting reaction so far. Indices all spiked up to the upside here. The dollar also spiked up to the upside, while gold ended up tanking, right? Like when we're talking about correlations, boy, like these correlations, in my opinion, are so out of whack. Like it makes it a lot tougher, especially if you are a fundamental based trader, which is what I consider myself, as somebody that truly understands fundamental at a, I don't want to say I'm the best, because I'm not even close, right? But I understand it pretty well. And these correlations, boy, are all out of whack, right? So makes it a little bit tougher, but this is interesting, right? So let's go ahead and look at the data real quick. We did have retail sales, we had initial jobless claims and continuous jobless claims came out. And I think from what I've seen, they all came out kind of inflationary, All right, so let's just take a quick look at this. Retail sales month over month was at 0%. They were expecting 0.3. We came out at 1% retail sales growth month over month. So we had an increase of 1% from previous month in terms of retail sales. That is inflationary. Year over year, we were at 2%. They were expecting a drop to 1.8. We actually came out higher at 2.7. Again, that's inflationary. Jobless claims, it was at 234. They were expecting 235. We came out at 227. All right, again, we had less people filing for unemployment, which could mean they finally found maybe a job and they're working now, which means more money in their pocket, which means, in my opinion, inflationary. All right, continuous jobless claims, also seeing a little bit of a drop here. Again, less people filing for jobless claims, which is just unemployment, could mean that they probably found employment somewhere else, right? So that is inflationary. So for what I'm seeing so far, guys, right, based off retail sales and the jobless claims reports, all this stuff came out inflationary, which is which is interesting, right? Because based off that report, the dollar's reacting how I would expected it to. Based off an inflationary report, the dollar should gain strength off of that. Gold should have fell off of that as well. So the reactions that we got off the dollar and gold are what I would expect it to get. What's confusing is what indices are doing, right? Even though we've had inflationary data come out, US 30 is still pushing, right? The NASDAQ is at a high. The S&P is also pushing as well, up at a high. So interesting to see, man. Now, I would not be surprised, all right? Again, just based off the data itself that we've seen, and based off where we're at here in structure, we are at a major key level here for the NASDAQ. I wouldn't be shocked if this does eventually turn around and come back down to earth, right? Possibly take out this low, this internal range low right here, and go ahead and start to fill maybe some of these imbalances, maybe come down to test, you know, the 18,730s, you know, based off futures pricing. I wouldn't be surprised by this at all. All right, I wouldn't be surprised by this at all, right? And it's based off what I'm looking at with the data. Again, the dollar reacted how I expected it to, right? That is, you know, inflationary data is very much risk off, turn the risk off and go into a safe haven like the dollar. So this is what I like to see. Gold reacted how I expected to. I think I'm calling the bluff here on indices though, or at least I want to call the bluff here on indices. Now I do have this set up here. I ain't take nothing yet. You guys know you guys will see it on the screen if I actually entered a position. So I didn't take anything, at least on this specific account. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, right? I told y'all I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I lie to everybody else. On our account that we have here, our challenge account, I didn't take anything because you guys will see it on the screen. But I did take a small stab here, guys, on my personal account, which you guys can't see because it's on a whole different screen. So I am technically in a position here on NASDAQ for the short, which again is on a completely separate account than the actual challenge account. I'm not taking it on the challenge account because I made a rule for myself with you guys that I do not trade indices until after the open. So I'm not taking it on this challenge account, but I do have an open position on my personal account, okay? Just want to be clear with y'all, be transparent with y'all, you know, and just let you guys know essentially where I stand. So I wouldn't be surprised, guys, if we do hold this level of structure right here, this level of resistance, and we see this correction. Now, again, I could be wrong, right? We did get a nice move up. This could continue to drive higher, and if I'm wrong, then I'll accept that L. All right, I'll completely accept the L. It is what it is. Yeah, I would not be surprised if this did come back down here. All right, let's see. We are bouncing off this. We did reject off of this for the last, 3 5-minute candles. We did just get a nice little engulfing as well to the downside here on the 5-minute. Just got a nice little close there. Is this going to be the start of the drop? It very well could. Again, I have to stick to my rules here on the account that we're trading together, and I unfortunately can't take it on this account, but I want to let you guys know I did take it on a different account. So I am in this position, just not on the account we've been trading together. So, but that's pretty much where we're at, guys, and where my thoughts are. I wouldn't be surprised at all if we see price eventually take out this low and eventually make its way towards 18,730s, because that's just our next level of structures, support, and resistance that we have here. So interesting stuff, man. Interesting stuff. But I think I want to call the pump fake here on indices, and I think these could correct back down. I guess only time will tell. Now, keep in mind, guys, I have been a little bit off my game a little bit. I have been a little bit off my game recently, right? We are dealing with a 4-trade losing streak right now, right? So I have been a little bit off my game, you know. But again, this trade that I'm currently in right now on the Nasdaq is not one that's going to go on the spreadsheet because I'm not taking it on the challenge account. But just want to make it clear, I have been a little bit off my game, but I do think this could probably correct here. And honestly, if we're being honest, family, right? 3 out of these 4 losses were just bad stop loss placements. Right? 3 out of these 4 losses were just bad stop losses. I mean, I'm just being honest, right? Bad stop losses, bad decision making. It's all my fault, clearly. And that's stuff that we can all adjust and make better, right? So it's not even a big deal, right? But 3 out of 4 should have been winners if I had a better stop loss. So we gotta see what it was. We're gonna see what happens. But let me see what you guys are talking about on the chat, though, fam. Again, this is gonna be a short stream. I'll probably be able to watch the open with you guys, and then I'll probably have to jump off right after that because my little daughter got we gotta go to a doctor's appointment in a few here. So we gotta see what we got here. Give me a second, baby. All right, I'm back, family. My fault. Just figuring out what time exactly we have to leave here. But let me see what you guys are talking about real quick, family. Again, I appreciate y'all for being here with me today, man. You guys are absolute superstars. Let's see. Esteban secured 25 pips of profit. Let's go, Esteban, man. Let's go, man. I love that. I love that. I love it. Yo, you know what's crazy? I think I realized this about myself. I enjoy celebrating y'all more than I enjoy even celebrating myself. Hey, man, we'll take it. Let's see. So only caught a little bit. 225. Come on, Mike. That's $225, baby. That's a whole bill. That's 2 bills. We need that 200. People work a full day shift, 8 hours to make 200. So we gonna take that. Let's see. 7 days sounds good. It's been 90 here in South Cal. I mean, South Cal, you know, Southern California is always really nice. You know what I want to go now? We're talking about Cali. I really want to go to San Diego, bro. Like, I hear San Diego has the best weather all year round. Who lives in San Diego, fam? Anybody live in San Diego or close to San Diego? Because from what I always hear, especially from people that I know that travel heavy, they always say that San Diego is like the best location in the U.S. because the weather is phenomenal all year round. So let me know if they're right or if they're lying to me. All right, let's see what we got here. Let me catch up with the comments. Bro, ain't nothing wrong with taking breaks. You're not used to it. Once you really get into it, you'll be able to easily do it nonstop. Yeah, absolutely, bro. And that's the thing. I'm trying to motivate myself, right? You got to think about it, right? Especially when it comes to running. This is the most consistent I've been with exercise, period, in the past 3-4 years, right? Like, this is just being honest. So, working my way up there, man. Let's see. USO looks like it's ready for the buy. I mean, it is starting to push up here. Only thing I would be aware of with oil is just looking at this from the daily time frame. We did have this big sweep of liquidity here, internal range liquidity here, and then the market did, you know, correct off of that back below the range. So that's like the only thing. It's still very possible for this to bounce off. You know, we did bounce off of the 13. We are seeing a little bit of upside here. That's the only thing my concern, right? The sweep of liquidity here, how drastic is it going to be? I mean, we've seen it. We had 2 legs lower. There is that chance that we do something like that as well. So, but if you are able to get a solid entry, man, obviously do your thing, ride that out as long as you can, man. Just protect yourself. Let's see, jobless claims are either they found jobs or they are no longer eligible to receive unemployment. That's a fact. That is very true. How long is unemployment for now, right? How long was it? When I attempted to, I think I told you guys a story about that, right? Where my last job, I purposely tried to get fired so I could claim unemployment, and they denied me because of how I got fired, or how I left, essentially. But last time I'd seen, like, you could ride out unemployment for like damn near a year or something like that. I don't know if it's still the same way. This was like 5 years ago when I tried to get it. It was a while ago. Let me see. Secure 250 on my NAS. Let's go, man. Come on, free zone. Turn up. NAS 100 just hit an 88.6 fizz. So yeah, looking for sales now. I personally like the sales, man. I think there's a really good opportunity that this does fall down here. Again, I told you I already have exposure on my personal account here, so I can't take it here because I'm trying to be as disciplined as possible with you guys. I can't make rules with you guys about this on this account and then just start to break them, right? Like that, I can't do that because that just shows a lack of discipline, right? But if I didn't have that rule, I might have considered taking this, you know, on this account with y'all. I gotta be disciplined, bro. So that's why I'm not taking it here. Let's see. I'm sorry. Nah, I was 4 for 4. Yo, JJ, if you say sorry, bro, don't do that, bro. I'm gonna block you if you say sorry, bro. What are you apologizing for, bro? Because I lost $100? Come on, bro. I'm not too stressed about that. That's nothing. Don't ever apologize again, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. Come on. I'm a man at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? I still gotta make the decisions, right? I decided to take that trade. I decided to push the button. So that's not on you. That's on me. Come on now. Don't do that. Let's see. King City in the building. What's the word? Let's see if it's just stop loss placement, regroup and modify your plan. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I already, here's the thing, right? After I get off the stream, before I go for a run, I always analyze, especially on, you know, periods right now where I'm going through like this little losing streak. I always try to figure out like, damn, all right, what the hell did I just do wrong? Wait, what did I do right? What did I do wrong here? Right. And I always look at everything, right? So I understand what I could have done better for sure, right? In terms of stop loss. So now it's just going to be up to me to actually be disciplined enough to make these adjustments, you know, and that's what kills most traders. Most traders are not able to make these adjustments when they realize certain things are off. Me, the reason why I've been able to trade profitably for so long now is because I have the awareness and I have the discipline to make some changes. So we're going to be all right. That's why I'm not too stressed about it at all. But that is good advice though, Lambo, right? You got to regroup, make sure your emotions are in check and just modifying certain things and get back to it. Let's see, San Diego is real nice. I live an hour and a half from there. Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard San Diego is like amazing. Let's see, slapping up silver right now. What's silver doing? Let's take a quick look at silver. What's silver's ticker? SL1? SL1 is it? What's silver's ticker for futures? Let's see. Okay, here we go. Silver futures. I got it. I think that's an L. L1. Let's see what we're looking at for silver. Slapping up silver. What direction you looking at, King City? Because you've been crushing it. From what you be saying, you be crushing it. Yeah, so silver did get a nice little sell-off though here, just like gold did. I mean, again, silver and gold, they're not going to move identical, but they do move very similar. But we had a little sell-off here. You know, ended up taking out a ton of internal range liquidity. Closed bearish on the 1 hour engulfing back to the downside below the range and higher volume. We got to see if enough liquidity was grabbed, because if it was, then we could see a little bit lower pricing here. But I mean, current price action, current hour candle is seeing a lot of strength come right back in here. We got to see how this plays off up here. But how do I feel about silver? I would assume that silver would continue lower, right? Best, especially off the data, right? From the data's perspective that we just had. Again, I'm not sure if silver is considered a safe haven like gold is. I don't think it is. I've never heard of it personally. You know, that silver is a safe haven, so it's kind of hard to use, you know, the risk on, risk off sentiment type of ideology to. But either way though, technical wise, I would be surprised if we don't drop here. I wouldn't be surprised, but I would assume that we do see possibly another leg lower. That's just my opinion though. I could be wrong here. That's just my opinion. Let's see what else we got here. What's going on, Max? Good to see you in the building, my brother. Let's see. I'm in the cell with you. Okay. Again, I am technically in this cell here, guys. It's not going to be on this account just because, again, timing purposes. I don't even think I'm going to be able to trade this account today just because I got to leave in like 9 minutes. But on my personal account, I do have some entries for the sell here on the NASDAQ. Now, I do got a little bit of a wider stop above the range. All right, so we're going to just let this play out. You know, there's always that chance that the market might want to seek, maybe test a higher level at 19,530s. But either way, I like this. And already bearish. I mean, we've been bearish now for the past month or so, creating these lower lows and lower highs. I think we can now look for a lower high point to then at least, you know, start to trend back down, right? And that kind of lines up as well with my bias on fundamentals. So I take it and I deal with the consequences, man, whatever it is. All right, let's see what we got here. I know you like divergence, Abel. I used to trade divergence a lot more than I do now, Carl. But big shout out to you for being in the building, Carl. Appreciate you for being here, man. But what you got with divergence? I used to leverage divergence a lot for sure in the day. That's when I used to look at, you know, the MACD or the RSI or the TDI, right? When I was using those indicators instead of volume, I definitely used to look at divergence. Now I do use divergence now that I think about it, but I do it in terms of volume, and I don't call it divergence. You guys probably hear me say things like absorption, right? I like to use that type of divergence, right? When there's absorption, a difference between what price is doing and what volume is doing. That's the type of divergence I like to look at now. Let's see, check the 30-minute and the 1 hour. Maybe sell off to buy up using the MACD, looking at NQ for sell off to buy up. Yeah, I mean, that's what I like, man. So I like that. I'm already in the sell, so hopefully we on the right page here, Carl. All right, I do like the sell. At the very least, I want us to target to 18,750s. Again, sentiment, who knows how this is going to play long term. I am long term, keep this in mind, long term, I am expecting a longer term bullish run on indices, especially as we get closer to our first rate cut. I just believe the market is eventually going to start to really price that in. The market could still very well price it in now, right? If we take this L, family, like if we take this L here on the NASDAQ, then that's going to tell me that the market truly is pricing in this rate cut that's going to happen next month. And the sentiment is risk on, and I will have to just continue to ride that out. I'm playing a short based off current data that just came out, based off current structure that we've seen and what we've been doing, which has been creating lower lows and lower highs on a bigger time frame. So we'll see how this plays out. Let's see. Good morning. What's going on, Jama? Good to see you in the chat. Big Ed in the building. It's the word, Big Ed. Always good to see you too, man. Well, brother, Abel, if you haven't looked at the dollar at 5:30 a.m. PST when news came out, I identified an inverted head and shoulders. Let's take a look at the dollar. You said on the 1 hour time at 5:30 when news came out on the hour time frame. I see what you're looking at. This little play right here. That play right there. Getting that inverted head and shoulders right at the demand zone too. Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad play. It's not a bad play. I mean, clearly it would have produced something nice, right? We had the nice spike up. You know, thanks to the help with news, though. News definitely helped, you know, drive this thing higher. But yeah, it was beautiful. You know, beautiful little inverted head and shoulders for sure. Now we got to see. This is what's really going to happen. Is the dollar going to continue to make some higher highs, continue with this strength for today? Or do we just have so much selling pressure because of interest rates next month, expecting to get cut, There's about 100% chance. Let's check real quick. Let's see what the odds are of a rate cut. Last time we checked, there was a 100% chance of a rate cut next month in September. And yeah, look at this. We still got a 100% chance of a rate cut. The market is going to price that in. So we got to see if today's data is going to continue to bring some strength here, or if the market just doesn't care about today's data and the overall sentiment of a rate cut is just going to continue to hold true and it's going to send the dollar right back down. And if that happens, then my NASDAQ is not going to work out. All right. If the dollar does start to drop here because sentiment is just too strong, too many people are anticipating this rate cut, then yeah, I'm going to have to take this L on the NASDAQ, and that's cool. It is what it is. And we're just going to have to adjust for the next trading day, right? And just, continue to trust the longer term play here, right? That's all we could really do. So we're going to see how this plays out, though. Again, I didn't risk much on my personal. Depending on who you ask, it might be much, but I risked around 5% on my personal account. My personal account, guys, I'm not the type of trader that only risks 1% on my personal. Right, you risk 1% or maybe a little bit less. Maybe it's a risky risking 2% on a prop firm. That's different. All right, on prop firms, you definitely want to stay around that 0.25 to 1% range, maybe 2% if you really got a little bit of a buffer. But on my personal, nah, I'm risking 5%. I'm risking 7%. There's times where I'm a super degenerate and I'm comfortable risking 10%. You know what I'm saying? So I'm risking around 5% right now on my personal account on this trade. So if I lose, it is what it is. It's only a 5% loss. So let's see. I'm long on silver at 27.32. Hit TP2. Let's go, man. We'll celebrate that TP2 hit. Let's go. With the Don DeMarco. We'll celebrate that all day. Come on. We need those dubs. We need those dubs. Yeah. Let me see what else we got here. Boom, 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 boom. How's everybody else feeling, Femi? What's everybody else looking at right now? Jose in the building. Good to see you, my brother. Always. Lamar in the house. What's the word, Lamar? Good to see you in the chat, my brother. Let's see, Mike with the $240 win on silver. Let's go, Mike. I see you. Come on now. Eat it up, eat it up, eat it up. Let's go. Come on now, let's go. What's crypto doing, man? What's crypto doing? Crypto's staying a little down for now. Come on now, crypto. I need you to bounce back up. Come on, Bitcoin. I need you to bounce back up. Matter of fact, I wanted to look into this. Hold on. BitPay. Spend crypto like cash, better than ever. I have the Coinbase card that I could use, but yeah, we got the open in about less than 10 seconds. We'll see what happens here on the open. The open is either gonna screw my trade here, my NASDAQ short, or it's gonna help me out. And we gonna see. But again, I do gotta leave not too long after, though, family. I do gotta leave not too long after, so we're gonna see what happens here. Let's see, just NQ waiting for this open to do what it do, then looking for opportunity. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see what happens. We shall see what happens here, man. Not really getting too much of a reaction right now in the open. What's YM doing? YM is pushing up a little bit. The S&P is also trying to push up a little bit as well. What's gold doing? Gold gave a nice little bounce here off of the sweep of this support here. Gold bounced off of this structure point and gave a nice little move back up. What's the dollar doing? The dollar also kind of closed. The dollar itself also gave a nice little reaction here. We gotta see. Just place a stop loss on EU trade to secure a small profit. Sells at 1104 and 1110, 110. Stop loss at 10995. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Good job, Lambo. Way to eat. Let's see. I played around in NG1. NG1. What the hell is NG1? Natural gas? Is that natural gas? It is natural gas. Yo, Jude, do you just be going and just finding like the most random stuff, bro, to trade? Like, do you just go here and just look at anything that we could trade here on Tradeovate? Because we could trade a lot. Like, to be honest, we could trade a lot. He said that. Because we could trade a lot here. I'm not even gonna lie. Look at all this. Silver, gold, euro futures, Henry Hub natural gas, copper, the US. You can even trade the US Treasury bonds, platinum, the 10-year T-notes, the mini micro E-mini Russell. Yeah, they got a lot here. No cap. They got the wheat futures, soybean, corn. This is what Drew does. He just comes here, looks at any of this stuff, brings it all up. Said, let's see, man. Is there an AJB anywhere around here? Nah, you're hilarious, Drew. Let's see. I'm praying for your Nash short, bro. I'm praying too, bro. I've been getting demolished live in front of y'all. All right, so I'm due for a win here now. I'm due for a win in front of y'all too, man. Even though this trade that I'm in right now isn't gonna be officially counted towards this, you know, at least you guys know I'm in it. All right, so I'm due for a win. I'm on a losing streak right now. I need to come back. I need a massive win too. I don't need no little win. I need a massive win. I need a big comeback. Let's see. I've also been swinging EJ since last week with entry 160. How are the yen pairs doing? What are the yen pairs doing actually? Let's look at the yen basket real quick. Damn, they've been correcting ever since. Yeah, ever since we had this crazy run, took out these highs, and they just been falling ever since, man. GJ buys were probably super nice. Yeah, this thing's been making his way up slowly but surely. Slowly but surely just making his way to the upside here. Again, I wouldn't be surprised, man, especially based off the tone that the Bank of Japan had as recently. Like, they were, at one point they were saying we're gonna have to continue to raise interest rates, which made this thing kind of collapse. But then they ended up doing a U-turn, saying like, nah, we're not gonna be too aggressive with rates. We're just gonna let the data play out, right? And now we're starting to see this thing completely rebound here. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, man, if that does continue. I would not be surprised at all if these yen pairs continue to, you know, push back up. Let's see, Jude just placed a trade on waffles. Imagine if there was a waffles future, bro. Why am I even looking at it? Why am I even looking for it like as if there actually is going to be a waffles? If anything, if we want to trade something close to waffles, it have to be like bread or something, like wheat. Like, is there like a wheat? There is a wheat futures. Like, this would be probably like the closest to trading waffles. Like, what's the wheat futures looking like? Damn, they be getting destroyed though. Wheat futures been getting wrecked. The wheat futures been getting wrecked. Absolutely destroyed on a bigger scale here. All right, let's log back in. Let's see. Gold, what you about to do, Gold? What you about to do here, buddy? Talk to me nice. Let's see. The Nasdaq. I'm in a little tiny drawdown on the Nasdaq, but again, I'm holding. We're gonna see how this plays out. I would trade it. I believe it. That's the thing. I believe it. I traded natural gas last year by accident, but it was very profitable. Yo, this is the thing about those. I don't know if I'll consider those random. For us, they're random, right? Because we don't normally trade things like natural gas, wheat, soybeans, corn. So that, for me, that's random. But those things are super volatile, right? You just gotta be very careful with the amount of like volume in those, right? I don't know how much volume are usually in those things, but they usually are pretty volatile. I ain't gonna lie. Let's see, Grand Rising fam, the boy Gonzo in the building. Mr. Take Profit himself. What's the word, Renee? Good to see you in the chat, my brother. Appreciate you for being here, man. You know the vibes. Za about to hit TP. Might be my new go-to. That boy really calling natural gas the Za. That's hilarious, bro. He said we trading the Za. Like, yo, what you trade? I trade the Za futures. The Za futures? What the hell is that? Natural gas. Yo, Drew, you're hilarious. Oh, man. He said I gotta trade that natural gas. But listen, family, again, unfortunately, I gotta get up out of here, man. Like I said, I have a doctor's appointment I have to run to for my daughter. It was probably the shortest stream we've ever ran so far. Only a 30-minute stream. I started a little bit late, ending a little super early. It's unfortunate. I know you guys are gonna miss me. I'm gonna miss y'all too. I'm gonna be thinking about y'all in this damn doctor's appointment. But yeah, I gotta get the hell up out of here before wifey come and throw a chancleta at me or some shit like that. You guys know Hispanic women love throwing chancletas. Yeah, I'm not trying to get hit with a chancleta this morning. So I gotta go ahead and run, family. I do appreciate you guys so much for at least showing up, even if it was for a little bit, 30 minutes or so. But for the safety of my head, I gotta call it quits. But family, listen, I will be back. Do we have anything for tomorrow? Any news tomorrow? We just got pound data tomorrow. Nothing crazy. I don't know, man. I might go live tomorrow. I might go live tomorrow with y'all. I'm gonna go live tomorrow with y'all. Since I kind of like played y'all this morning. Super short stream. I think I owe you guys at least an hour tomorrow. So yeah, I'll probably be live tomorrow, family, to make up for, you know, the short stream today. So hopefully you guys show up again tomorrow and we can, you know, vibe out. Have a good time. But listen, I love you guys. I appreciate y'all. Thank you guys for showing up. It's been a very shaky week for me today, or this entire week has been very shaky for me. So I'm glad that y'all still here. All right, even if I am on a little mini losing streak, you guys are still showing up with your boys, still supporting, still rocking out, and I appreciate y'all for that, man. But I'm out of here, family. I'll talk to you guys in the Discord if y'all need me. And if you don't need me, I'll see you guys next time I go live, which is tomorrow. All right, family. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Talk to you guys later.